on in the world of Tangle and what's coming up, and I have quite a few exciting things. So, cheers! I'm drinking a 12 degree pale lager for those that are watching the YouTube clip. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little sip of that, and then we'll get right into it. Nice. So, what is new? I have been working on the YouTube channel for those who are followers. I'm just going to push this couch cushion up. So I've been working on the YouTube channel. I did a day in the life of video a couple weeks ago and posted it, and it is doing pretty decent. I've had quite a few comments and good engagement on the channel through that video specifically. And I think that I'm going to continue to do more of those, more quality filming and editing and just like detailing what's going on. The whole point of all of this documentation is to kind of have a record of how this business was built and grown and the steps along the way, and any trials and tribulations hopefully can help other people out. If most of the feedback that I had on the YouTube video specifically were people that are either looking to start something like this or have started a small brewery and just kind of looking at what I'm doing or what other people are doing, and yeah, just seeing the growth of it and what's going on. So, I can already, hey, there's a cat about to knock down the camera I posted up, but sorry about that. So yeah, I have been doing a couple of YouTube videos. I've been working, obviously, at the beer saloon. I haven't been brewing in a few weeks because I filled all of the tanks up, and when all of my tanks are full, I have nowhere to put beer, so I haven't been able to brew. But today, on my admin day, which I think I'm going to do a quick video after this, kind of detailing what I do on administrative days. But today's Monday, I'm not open. So I'm actually in Austin. I live in Austin, for those that don't know, and I commute up to Temple. But I focus on, all the administrative stuff that would need to take place, ordering, planning for future, things, planning the calendar, scheduling things, but sometimes there's not a lot. Today, however, I had quite a few things going on, so I placed a grain order. I ordered some hops, I ordered some equipment. I'm going to be receiving some screen printing equipment to do some shirts on my own, because I want to do some small runs of unique items so that I'm not, basically ordering 50 shirts at a time of one specific style and then, sell out of one size and have to reorder. So I'm going to start doing some cool things with that. What else did I do? I've got I have some cool events coming up. So for those that follow the social media accounts, I posted today that I'm going to be doing the release of the 22 degree Tmavé. This is a pretty anticipated, for whatever the reach that I have to my 600 followers on Instagram and the people that come into the beer saloon. This beer is anticipated. I released it last winter as kind of like my first seasonal, and it ended up being a hit with the people that like the darker beers. So this is a 22 degree version of the 13 degree Tmavé. It's brewed with a little bit of oats, and it's about 9% ABV. So it's a big kind of stout version of that beer, and it's turning out really nice. So I ordered labels, specific custom labels for that, which are going to be gold leaf printed, which are going to look super dope, I think. They will be in 16-ounce cans. I'll be selling them by the can, and I'm hosting a big release party for the cans. I'm gonna cook up a big pot of goulash. I'm gonna make some kolaches, hopefully have some Czech polka music out there, and just all around good vibes on Saturday, December 17th. So if you're listening to this, or you catch it on one of the social media channels, stop by. I think we're starting at like 4 p.m. So that should be pretty cool. I'm pretty pumped about this release, and then we'll have it on draft, of course, until the batch is done. Other things, I've talked about this in previous episodes, and I've talked about it with a bunch of customers specifically, but I've been planning on doing some kind of beer education stuff. Primarily, I've been talking about doing some beer crash courses and beer 101s, just detailing my kind of perspective on beer in general, and then maybe some like brewing specific stuff. So I'm going to be hosting one of those in the upcoming weeks. I haven't picked out a date for that yet. And then the second part of that, I'm not sure if I'm not sure which of these I'm gonna host first, but that's the first thing that I was focused on. The second thing is I ordered some sensory beer off flavor dosing kit. So basically, they're these vials of concentrate oils of specific off flavors, so like diacetyl or acetaldehyde or DMS. So I ordered a kit of those, and they will be coming in. They're supposed to be delivered today, I think, but I'm gonna do a sensory panel for some beer off flavors. So I'm probably gonna open that up to like 10, maybe 20 people to come into the bar, or not the bar, but into the brewery area, and I'll set up some chairs and get some materials together, and then hopefully we can have a sensory off flavor tasting and kind of going over I think I ordered like 3 or 5 of the main, big hitters: DMS, diacetyl. DMS will hit home because I dumped 2 batches of beer due to DMS. So hopefully I will get, a crowd for that. And hopefully people in the industry, specifically in the central Texas, heart of Texas area, will join, because they are, the Texas Craft Brewers Guild, they hold these types of events and they do things on an annual basis. But yeah, I don't know of anybody that's hosted a sensory analysis here in the heart of Texas, Temple, Belton, Waco area. So that should be fun. Again, if you're listening to this and you're interested in learning about some beer off flavors and doing sensory with it, keep your eyes peeled for the date and the tickets for that. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. I'm pretty excited. I'm really looking forward to getting some new merch in. That's been a huge pain point for those that are following or listening to this and are interested in either running a brewery or operating a brewery or whatever. Like, merch is kind of a double-edged sword, in that you want to have a great merch selection. You want to be able to have these really cool items for sale, but they are very a lot of upfront cost, a lot of sunk cost into the inventory, which is fine. But if you are only moving through a certain number of shirts or whatever, hats or whatever it is, then you're buying in bulk, and then eventually you're making your money back. But it seems that it always goes that you run out of a certain size or a certain style, and then you have to restock. So at the break-even point is usually when that happens, where you spend $500 on merch and then you sell enough to make up $500, and then you have to reorder it, and it's just like kicking the can down the road. So that's been a huge pain point on the financial side of things, but also logistically, it's been pretty difficult to find consistent suppliers and consistent communication with people. So haven't been able to get any hats printed, because the certain style of hat, it's called Umpqua is the name. It's a really goofy name, but it's a Richardson hat. Really, really nice kind of grandpa hats, but they have been out of stock for months. I think they're coming back in stock in like mid-July something. So that's a bummer. Hence why I'm taking it upon myself to get some screen printing and some other stuff in-house, because I want to have the control over it, where I can do it on demand, and if I obviously need a bulk run of something, I can send it out. But all that stuff is just fun little things. So I do have some unique little merch runs that I've done that should be arriving this week. So still haven't planned any specific like packages for the holidays, but keep your eyes peeled for that if you're interested. I know a lot of people have been asking about merch recently, so should have some cool stuff coming for you. Plus the really cool beer cans, and we have 6-packs available constantly. So maybe I'll do a 6-pack deal as well. But yeah, what else? Well, the last thing, I will be closing early this week. Not a ton of people are listening to this, so this isn't really a news, but just for documenting it, I will be going up to Dallas for my family's Christmas party. So I'll be closing at 5 on Saturday the 6th. So if you're planning on stopping by this weekend, come in early on Saturday or Thursday or Friday, come grab a beer and just hang out with me at the beer saloon. So pretty much all I got. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everybody that is engaging and commenting and messaging on the YouTube platform. I really dig communicating with everybody and sharing my story. And I look to share more of it, more details about the process and kind of my vision for the brand and specifically the financials. I know everybody's interested in financials. I will be doing more of that in the future, which is what I'm particularly interested in, because when I was starting, and even before then, when I was getting into beer and starting professionally, it's something that not a lot of people talk about. So hopefully we can get some, hard numbers and show people what it really takes to operate a brewery. So that's it. Cheers. Nazravi. Thanks for joining.